Hello, and welcome back to Mirrorchunks, my Mirrored Xtreme Onechunk Ironman accounts. Yes, 2 accounts, one in Old School and one in RuneScape 3. Last we left off, Old School had gotten 40 defense and 31 magic, and RuneScape 3 had just gotten 73 rune crafting. I might as well just cast my spells against here because I can hit some pretty gnarly max hits without having to take any damage from the wizards. If we kill this in these 8 mind runes and I get a drop that I need, I'm going to be so sad. Part of me doesn't want to do it. Please don't kill it. My god, we might actually kill it. Oh my god. Please don't drop something I need. Okay, just coins. Whew. Okay. It's neat that we can kill in about 30 mind runes though. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Sick. That's all the mind runes. Alright, so that's as much magic experience as we have in the inventory. Back to punching the wizards. Alright, and here we go. This should be 32 magic. Yes, sir. One more level and we can start killing the lesser demon upstairs using water strike and hopefully telegrabbing stuff pretty quick. It's gonna be pretty cool when we get there. Nice. 40 strength. That's awesome. We're just gonna continue to train strength. I don't see a reason to train attack anymore for now, and I just want to hit harder. No way, dude. We've had 3 back-to-back count checks. So with this lamp, we hit 33 magic. And you know what that means? Telegrab. And I believe we have plenty enough runes to go take on the lesser demon. So let's go upstairs and do that. Okay, first kill well, I guess second kill complete because we came up here to see or to spend some mind runes to kill him, but there we go. Coins. I have a feeling I'm gonna see this drop quite a bit. So excited. Okay, second kill. So it's looking like an average of about 20 mind runes per kill. So let's do the math to see how long we'll be here now. On average, it takes 20 mind runes to kill the lesser demon, and in our 1500 wizard kills, we've earned 400 mind runes. That means we'll need to kill roughly 70 wizards per lesser demon. If we go on drop rate for all the items we need, we'll need to kill about 400 lesser demons, meaning we'll have to unalive 29,000 wizards before we have enough mind runes to get all our best in slot items. Based on the average time to unalive a single wizard while flinching, that's going to take roughly 400 hours. Another attempt at the lesser demon. Hopefully we get something. I was doing the math. We could cut the wizard grind from 400 expected hours to 100 expected hours if we get a steel simi from this guy soon. Oh my god. No way. Dude. A mithril square shield right off the bat, dude. 4 kills in. Holy cow. Dude, that's our best in slot ranged equipment. But you know what? It doesn't really have magic. Yeah, it's got lower magic attack bonus, but dude, that's awesome. Oh, what a nice first thing to get. That's a 1 in 128? Yeah, it is. Holy cow. What a spoon. Oh, I got a steel full helm. That's not the steel item I wanted, but I'm gonna fucking tally grab that steel full helm. Hell yeah, brother. Yoink. Hell yeah. Alright, so there's 30 magic. Now all we have to do is get 10 prayer, which we're pretty close to. Only 10 more of these guys and we'll be there. And then it's back to runecrafting grind until 77. I want to get to the next kind of milestone there before coming back here for a couple more cheeky magic and prayer levels. Oh, I didn't even need to kill that last one. I had the ashes right there in my inventory the whole time. Okay, well, that's 10 prayer and 30 magic, so we're going to go ahead and deposit some of this stuff. One thing I want to see is, am I allowed to enter with runes in my inventory? Yes. Okay, sick. I was afraid that I'd have to deposit all the runes before entering RuneSpan, but looks like we don't have to. Awesome. Just to give you an idea of what this looks like when I'm kind of just out here doing both of these grinds, it's basically just this. I come out here, I do RuneSpan on one account while simultaneously vibing over here on Wizardy Chunk on the old school style. It's quite interesting, it's quite fun, it keeps me occupied while doing the two different grinds. I figured we could keep a little window of both the grinds going on at the same time, you know, why not? Doesn't hurt. That's 74 rune crafting, 3 more levels, and we can start using the greater missile platforms as well as the blood pools to get the blood runes, which should speed up the grind a bit. I don't think the XP per hour from the blood pools is much higher than the skulls. Not that I see that many skulls, but just being able to use the greater missile platforms is gonna make traversing here and getting to like the skulls over here much easier. I'll be able to get to there much easier, which has a lot of skulls and blood pools, so it opens up a bunch more islands, as well as being able to do the yellow wizard a lot more than I can now. You see that message in the chat? You have reached the maximum amount of rune dust and you cannot receive any more. So it turns out I messed up. I had 1,000 rune dust in my inventory, and when I emptied my inventory into the deposit box, I have no way of getting that 1,000 out. Turns out you can only have 1,000 total. So no more rune spheres for me, which is kind of sad because it's a nice 25,000 XP drop bonus when you turn in all 1,000 rune dust. Yeah, that's just the kind of things you learn, and yeah. Oof. Alright, so we just left, and we came back out here. We had 4,000 points. We bought the Master Runecrafter hat, so now we have completed the Master Runecrafter set, as well as earned ourselves a nice 5% bonus runecrafting experience, which should help with the 35 more levels we have left to go. So now we need to save up 20,000 points to buy the Hungry Hood. We'll also need to come over here to Wizard Phoenix and save up 2.5 for the cape, 15k for the Wicked Robe top, 7.5 for the Wicked Robe bottom, and then 5, 12.5, 25,000, and an extra 1,000 for the lesser runic staff, greater runic staff, and a massive pouch. The staves I'm not too worried about yet. We can only wield the lesser runic staff at the moment, but once we get our magic up to 75, we'll be able to get our best in slot staff. But I think what we'll do for now is save the points and get the rest of the wicked set, because it'll also increase the abilities of the wicked hood, which should make the magic grind a little bit better.
Holy shit, the fucking steel scimitar. Yes, dude. Oh my god, that's another chunk task complete, dude. Steel scimitar. This is gonna speed up the lines, dude. This is gonna be fantastic. No fucking way. Dude, that's literally back to back. Holy shit. Dude. Back to back kills gave me the steel scimitar and the mithril chain body. Holy crap. I swear to God, look at that, dude. Only 16 kills. Oh my god, dude. That's insane. What? So that means only one more task to go. I need to get the rune helm now.
This is funny. I came up here to go kill the lesser demon because I got 20 mind runes, and I realized that one of the things I high-alked was the staff in my inventory. So now I gotta go get another staff before I can continue killing the lesser demon. Whoops.
So just missed it, but I did just get 49 strength, but we have enough runes again to go attempt another lesser demon kill. I think I'm just going to keep doing it as soon as I have the runes. But we're almost out of water runes. So that's going to double the amount of hours that this grind is going to take. Because we have the same drop rate for water runes as we do mind runes, which means another 28,000 wizards. It's not quite 1-to-1 because while we're killing those wizards, we might not get mind runes, we'll also get water runes, so the math doesn't exactly double, but I'm not doing it all again just to figure out how many water runes we need.
Steel axe is pretty nice. I am gonna take that. Can't use it yet, but pretty cool. Alright, here we go. 2 more attempts. We have enough runes for 2-ish more attempts.
No way! Oh my gosh! Dude, we did it! Oh my gosh. We did it. We got the rune. Get out of my way, Grey's Egg. Holy cow. The rune medium elm. Oh my gosh. We did it. Okay, so taking a look at the chunk map, actually, that is our last step, which means we are done on the old school side. Nice. Let's take a look at our next chunk. We're still trapped in the Wizard's Tower until we have finished the RuneScape 3 tasks, of which we have quite a bit to go. But we're making progress, so it's okay. So what we have in the next chunk, because we can kind of start lamping to get some of these done a bit earlier. We have a bunch of forestry stuff to do. We have some best in slot gear to get, and then we have some potential farming. I don't know how we're gonna farm, because again, I don't think there's any tasks there to farm. We can finish Imp Catcher, and we can start the Slayer quest here. But it looks like our highest task is really going to be fire making, fletching, and wood cutting. Everything else, smith a bullseye lantern unfinished. 49 smithing. So 49 smithing is going to be our biggest grind. So what we'll start doing is lamping smithing. And with that, let's go back to the grind. Alright, one thing I didn't show is how long it actually did take me in old school to get all of the tasks complete. And so here we are. 4 days, 8 hours. Really, really, really spooned. I mean, look at this. Only 23 lesser demon kills to get a 1 in 128 drop, a 1 in 128 drop, a 1 in 128 drop, and a 1 in 51 drop. Plus we have a steel axe going into the next chunk where we have to do wood cutting up to 30. It's incredible. I think I just burned all the RNG I possibly could have had. So hopefully I don't have any big RNG related grinds anytime soon, because I think I've used it all up. But yeah, so we'll just continue to hang out on this guy, get some stuff going, continue to level the magic. Might as well see where he gets before RS3 here finishes his chunk, because he's got quite a bit more to do. We'll do a quick check-in. He's got 43 magic, 21 prayer, and 31 constitution. We need to get 50 prayer and 99 magic. It takes about 100 of these little spellwisps before I get a single magic level. They give about 40 experience. It's taking about 4 to 5k per level. Current grind is to 50 magic, so we can get that runic staff and use that. It'll speed this up. But we need more air runes in order to use those, because we actually have to cast the runes without the mind spike. But yeah, let's keep going. Yes, 77 rune crafting off of helping that wizard over there. So now we can use these greater missile platforms as well as siphon from the blood pools. So hopefully I'll find one of those soon and be able to, actually I can siphon right from this blood S-Wraith right now. Get my first blood runes. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. First game where we've actually cracked 10,000 rune span points, which is going to be nice as we're about to hit 80 rune crafting. And I think we need 12.5k points to buy the wicked robes, which will be nice. It'll be something to check off the list. There we go. 80 rune crafting. Alright, so that didn't really unlock us anything new here. Well, I mean, I guess it unlocked us the ability to wield the wicked robe top. But I mean, like, in Runespan, it's nothing until 83, I believe, where we can use the flesh platforms. 85. Okay, so we don't really unlock anything in rune crafting for a bit. Oh, 83 we get blood skulls, so that should speed up some of the grind as well, because that's going to be a lot of points. Oh, that's cool. I didn't want to teleport with you anyways. Oh, no, you just teleported over there. It's fine. I'll just waste more points getting to Phoenix. So I believe we have everything we need from Ruleset's store that we can buy now, because we need 105 rune crafting for the hungry hood. We don't really need these. These are they're kind of useless. So now we can start working on these items here. So we can actually get the wicked robe bottom and the wicked cape now.
which is pretty good. So let's go ahead and do that. Nice. There we go. Wicked Robe bottom, and boom, Wicked Robe cape. So actually, we can wear the cape now because we don't have a cape. Nice. Pretty cool. I'll just keep the legs in my inventory for now. It's not going to hurt anything. But now that we've got 80 rune crafting, we're going to pivot here and we're going to go get some more magic and prayer levels to just kind of switch up the grind.
That is 40 magic, so I think that's where we're going to stop for a bit, and we're going to go get enough points to get the lesser runic staff. Just looking at the wiki, the lesser runic staff is probably 3 times as effective as the tower mind spike that I have, which means more damage, faster kills, blah blah blah. So I think we're going to go do that, and then we'll use that until 50, and then we'll work on getting the runic staff as well.
And just like that, 83 rune crafting, which means now we can siphon from the bloody skulls things. Next unlock, 85 for this flesh platform. Alright, so we just popped out of there after getting 83 and getting to 10,000 points, which means we now have enough for this lesser runic staff. But part of me actually wants to just save up for the regular runic staff because it's another 2,000 points, and we're only 10 mage off from being able to use it, and its stats are just so much better. But also, you know, what's another 7,500 points when you still have to get 22 more levels? So, you know what, we'll just do this. It'll help me cross off a chunk task. Nice. Oh my god, yeah, look at the difference in the accuracy. But I think I need the runes now in order to cast some of these spells. Since the Mind Spike actually was air runes, so that'll be a little bit different. So we might have to swap back and forth between the two, so I'm not going to get rid of this out of my inventory yet. But let's go do some more magic until we get to 50, and then we'll do rune span until I get enough points to get the runic staff. Okay, yeah, this is already going so much faster. I'm pretty sure I just one-hit these guys now. Yep. Okay, almost. Yeah, this is going so much faster now. Holy cow. I don't have to worry about doing anything. It's just a single air rune, pretty much, to kill these guys. This is definitely going to speed up the prayer and magic grinds, for sure. This is awesome. Oh man, I should have done this so much earlier. I could have done this 10 levels ago. Nice. 85 rune crafting, which means we can now use these flesh platforms, but we're actually going to really quick. We have enough points, and we have 50 magic, so we can go get the runic staff from Wizard Phoenix's store. Phoenix. I'm gonna call him Phoenix. So we just gotta find a wizard, teleport out of here. What's our next unlock? Our next unlock is 90 for the greater runic staff, which by the time we get there, we'll probably have the points to get it. But I think at 90, yeah, we can do living souls, which is soul runes, which is gonna be awesome. All right, and just like that,
We are buying the runic staff. Another chunk task complete. And with 50 magic and 50 rune crafting, we can wield it. Beautiful. Look at that. Awesome. Let's go test it out. We can also deposit the lesser runic staff, as we don't really need it anymore because the runic staff is better. We can use airstrike so we don't use as many runes. Okay, I'm sure if I was using, not airstrike, I'd be killing these in one hit. Oh wait, doesn't this have to store stuff? Can't remember. Set spell. Please select a spell you wish to charge the staff. Right-click by right-clicking the spell from the ability book, selecting charge staff. You charge your staff with the spell airstrike. Check charges. Now can I charge it like this? Did that just use all of my air runes? Yep. Check charges, 305, so now I have it if I do this. Whoa, he's dead. Okay. I think I get it. So does it auto charge if I pick up air runes? Well, it frees me up an inventory spot, and if I want to change the spell, I think I have to empty the charges, so we'll use all 305. So hopefully it doesn't auto charge, so I can store up those air runes for more, like the stronger spells eventually. I guess what I could have done was stored the high alchemy charge or the low alchemy charges. Done that, and then it's freed up 2 inventory spots, and then just continue to use the tower mind spike because it's really not that much more. It's really not that much more kill damage now that I'm higher level magic and I can cast like air blast and air wave and everything with it. So I might end up doing that, saving the 2 inventory slots, although I'm not too pressed for inventory because if I want to, I can just deposit some of these things I'm not going to wear. Oh, moment of truth, here we go. Does it autofill? No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. So I can store up these air runes for later. Nice. So we are going to grind the spellwisps a bit more. I think what I'm going to do is, because I like changing it up so I don't get too bored of one grind, I am going to stay here until about 60 magic, and then go back to Runespan until 90 magic, where we can do soul runes. Yeah, that's the current goal. And that's where we'll leave off for now. We finished the old school chunk well before we should have, so RIP my luck for the next chunk there. We also ended up with a number of chunk tasks complete for RuneScape 3 and got magic up to 50 and rune crafting up to 85. Thanks for watching, and see you next episode.